There comes a point in every person's life where they ask themselves the question, is this it? Is there nothing else to do? Is this what I amount to in life? Just being a cog in a machine constantly turning? And you would expect to gain some sort of sympathy there, but for this one TikToker, not so much, even though she had decent points.
Nothing to do with my job at all, but just like the 9 to 5 schedule in general is crazy. Being in the office 9 to 5, like if it was remote, you get off at 5 and you're home and everything's fine.
The older generation, as you could see, like the headlines of Gen Z gets wake up call. Oh, this is insane. How are you questioning this? This is the life we've been living for eons. Like, is it though? Like, is this really, like, maybe we do need to make an adjustment? Saying stuff like, well, I had to pay student loans. I had to work like 60-hour weeks to get things done. Like, these are the comments you see underneath these articles. And you have to ask yourself, but is that good though? Working 3 jobs and whatnot just to stay afloat is not really an ideal system. I don't know why you would praise such a system, but hey, that's just me. And then saying stuff like success isn't handed to you. No duh. No one's asking for success to be handed to them. They're just asking for some leeway to actually be a human after work is over. You don't get that. You need to realize the way it works is it's not just a 9 to 5. Depending on where you are, it could be going for an hour commute, right? So you'll probably have to wake up maybe 7:30, maybe 7, and that's like 2 hours extra, right? Before you actually get to the workplace to start your workday. And then you go from 9 to 5, and then if your workplace commute is an hour, you go back home if you go straight from 5, if they don't keep you for overtime. 5 to 6 at best, if the traffic is, good. That is at least 3 extra hours taken from you. So it's not 8 hours, it's 11 hours. And then that's 8 hours of sleep that you will need, right? But some people, they get their freedom by staying up late. I say this from personal experience when I was just swamped in college with, schoolwork and projects, that you want to play a game, you want to see a show. You're tired, yes, but you just need to have some semblance of freedom to avoid thinking about the next day of doing it all over again. That's 11 hours of, work-related stuff, 8 hours of sleep, 19 hours taken. You only have really 5 hours? Oh, no, not 5 hours. Sorry, math isn't working. Is it? Yeah, 5 hours. Got it, 5 hours. I know math, okay? I'm good with that. But that's 5 hours. 5 hours of your life. 5 hours of free time, and even that, you have CEOs wanting to come after. Like this one, Infosystem founder says young Indians should work 70-hour weeks. Why? Like, what makes you think that is a good idea? Oh, what's that? It's because you, the CEO, work 70-hour weeks? Let's see what that constitutes as. Going to dinner parties, going to play golf with clients, yachting. These are not work. Okay? You're not working, all right? Your employees sit in a cubicle while you go to Barcelona sipping tiny little wines from fancy looking glasses. That's not work, but you think it's work. You think it's work. You're living the Scrooge McDuck life of DuckTales, going through all this adventures and whatnot, and then looking at your employees like, you're not working as much as I am. Buddy, you're not working. What you're doing is called living a life, which your employees aren't getting to do. And your employees aren't asking to abolish all work. They're just saying to give them some leeway, to pay them extra to a livable wage, and actually give them time to be a human. How do you do that? Remote work is like the best thing that's ever happened, but they are calling it laziness to get back into the offices. I can't tell you how much time remote work saved me and how much more productive I was with remote work. I didn't have to sit in a cubicle, listen to Martha's stories about her dog getting a kidney transplant or something like that. I could just focus on my work and grind through it and get it done. And surprisingly enough, I always finished most of my projects. So did my peers. And we would always sit at the end of the week like, I guess we could just keep on, fixing other things. And it was not stressful. You get things done way quicker in a more relaxed atmosphere, which is your home. And these CEOs, they just want you back in the office because they got real estate bills to pay. They got the office and they're paying for it. So, God damn it, you're gonna use it. Like they try to funnel like research that remote work is less productive at home, and it's just a level of desperation to just get employees back into the office. For my remote work, it was more of a hybrid thing. Remote work and sometimes going to the office. The office was like an hour and 10 minutes away. It was like the middle of nowhere from Courage the Cowardly Dog. You could expect it. It was a nice campus, sure, but it was in the middle of a wasteland. I just genuinely do not understand why they built it all the way out there in the outskirts. They were doing some sort of forbidden alchemy in the basement or something. That it was ridiculous driving there and back. I spent a lot in gas money, and time of my free time just went into like commuting and counting the different colors of cars I could see in traffic jams. So it's better to have remote in jobs that really don't need face-to-face, which mine is like programming and stuff. It's insane. Like humanity has advanced because we see problems in a system, we fix that system to give us, the people, a decent, livable life, and we move on. But here we have these CEO types saying that no, everything's fine. It's fine for you. Okay, you don't want to pay your employees extra, and you say, oh, it's because if we do that, the food prices and every other livable, item will go up. They still went up, and employees are not getting paid a livable wage. The only reason stopping you, Bobby, from giving an extra income boost to your employees is to avoid, losing your second yacht. You hear like these developers for video games, like AAA companies getting cut because, Bobby needs a new paycheck for his, bazillionth mansion. It's insane. These people don't care about you. And then the fact that you have like my tongue is just getting tangled. But what I'm saying is like you have like why can't I say influencers? Or I'm saying it like influenza. But it might be the same thing. It pretty much is. They dressed up as like Walmart employees, the one that you probably heard about. If you actually worked in retail, you're not going to be smiling like this, because reality is these guys, they get to, be cutesy, laugh, but once the photo shoot's over, they get to go back to their mansions and enjoy the fact that they don't do that for the rest of their life. When real Walmart employees are hoping to rather get their teeth pulled out than waking up and going back and doing another 9 to 5. It's just a sad reality we live in, and there is one good side to it. The girl I mentioned in the beginning got a happy ending. Yep, she found herself a sugar daddy.
My dreams are coming true. I had a guy DM me on Instagram and he was like, can I pay to get your nails done? I'm like, yeah. He's just like, yeah, I'm just really into hands. Like, I'm just a hand guy. And I was like sending him Pinterest like pictures, and he already cashed at me to go get my nails done. He's like, yeah, I'll pay you like to go get your acrylics done every time they need a new set. I literally love you, Kevin. If you're watching this, he's so nice.
So that's the solution to all of this. The solution to everything that I just said. We just need a Kevin in our lives. Kevin, please, cash app all of us. Cash up all of us a livable wage, because this is how it gets solved. Thank you, Kevin. You single-handedly are going to solve all this crisis. But real talk though, the criticism for the 9 to 5 is real. It really is. And then these CEOs need a reality check, because clearly the money has, flossed around their brain. They can't tell what their employees go through on a day-to-day basis. So that's all there is. And I guess I'll see you in the next one.